I meditated for 3,000 hours, and here's what actually works. You already know deep down that we're living in a matrix, man. There's some type of spiritual code that's behind this 3D simulation. And if you start to take your conscious mind and implant it to this matrix, what's going to start to happen is you're going to download new information. It works so well that last week alone I brought in $65,000 in cash, $80,000 in revenue in a matter of 7 days. But the craziest thing is it took me almost 5 years to make $100,000. So I'm going to be breaking down my meditation routine, the different meditations that I do, so you can implement them into your life. Let's get straight into it. Let's talk about the routine. All right, first thing we want to do is waking up in the morning. So we have different brain waves. Right now, you're watching me in beta, meaning it's active. You're taking notes. You're thinking, this guy looks fucking weird making these videos. I don't like him. He's too flashy. Or another guy, he's inspired. Like, man, look at this, bro. That's crazy. This shit's crazy. Let me tell you. It inspires you. So check this out. Beta. That's where you're at now. Then what you can do is you can lower your brainwave down to theta. Theta is a more hypnotic state. It's where you can actually impress into the subconscious mind. Because as you know, you have two parts of the mind, conscious mind, subconscious mind. What's stopping you right now with your meditations and what you're trying to manifest is that your conscious mind is getting in the way of your manifestation. So we got to put that thing to sleep. We do that in a theta. Okay, so when you're first waking up in the morning, your first 20 minutes is the easiest because you're automatically coming out of theta. You sleep in delta, sleep-like state. Follow me. Don't worry about theta, alpha. Just follow me here, okay? Follow me, bro. I'm going to make this super simple so you can start living your dream life, wherever that means to you. You're sleeping in delta. You start to wake up, first 20 minutes of the day, you raise up into beta. When you first meditate, in the first 20 minutes of your morning, what's happening is you're able to intercept yourself at theta. So if you start to visualize yourself living your dream life in the first 20 minutes, it's going to make a big difference. So that's the first thing in the morning. Second time, I highly recommend an afternoon session. My clients will ask me, DeAndre, why should I do an afternoon session? Well, think about this. Imagine we're going to go to a beach club here in Dubai. Well, right now we're outside of Dubai. Imagine we're going to go to a beach club and we're going to go at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But you and I, we go do chess and hit chess at 9 a.m. Let me ask you a question, bro. By the time we get to the beach club at 1 o'clock, do we have the same pump at 9 a.m. like we did at 1 p.m.? The answer is no. So what we do is we can drop down, do 100 push-ups, get that pump back so we hit the beach club rocking and rolling. See, it works with your muscles. You understand that analogy. It's the same thing with your mind. You're going about your day. You did your first meditation at first thing in the morning. Now you're going the second part of your day. It's in the afternoon, and you don't have the same pump. You're getting invested into the outside world, the bank account, the business, the views, and all this energy of other people are starting to suck you up. So what's going to happen now is that second meditation in the middle of the day will recoup your energy so you can get back in the game. Third part of the day, most important one, right before you go to sleep. And I'm talking about right before. I'm talking about you can't play with your girlfriend, you can't play with your wife. You got to go straight to sleep with this one. So what's going to happen is whatever images that you visualize as you drift off to sleep, with feeling, your subconscious mind will start to marinate on those things. Guys, I really believe that the hypnosis that I was doing last week that literally brought in almost $80,000 in revenue in a week, 65K cash, which by the way, was I'll be honest, was my highest profit week. I will be honest, that's the most I ever made in a week, but it was so effortless. 3 days last week, I made 20K in a single day doing this special meditations, right? Right before I go off to sleep, I would visualize what I wanted to happen. And now I'm going to get into the different types of meditation, but I want to break down which one you have to do, okay? So going to sleep is really important. As you drift off, do it. Okay, now let's talk about the different meditations that you can do. Now, I usually talk about 11 different meditations. I'm not going to talk about 11. If you watch my video on how I manifested my first million, I broke down all 11 visualizations there. This one, I'm just going to break down 3 simple ones that you can implement right now. Super simple, beginner. You're making $10,000 a month. You want to get to $50,000 a month. You want to scale to the next level. You want to manifest your dream life. Like, guys, let's come take a look at this GT3 RS really quick. So you guys can live like this. And I'll be honest, I rented it. It's $3,000 for the day. I got my man Aziz behind the camera. He ain't cheap, but guess what? He gets the work done. If you ever come to Dubai, hit up Aziz. This thing, $1,500. It's fun, guys, to spend and then take Vanessa out. There she's behind the camera doing her fucking girl shit, right? You guys want to live a life like this, and it literally comes down to your meditations, guys. It's so real. And I just try to make this as easy and as simple as possible. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 simple meditations you can implement right now. First one, you already know this, visualization. Create a clear image of what it is exactly that you want. You can't just say, I'm so happy and grateful making $100,000 a month. Doing what? Doing YouTube? How? Doing it more lifestyle like I do, sitting in front of a whiteboard, How Instagram, TikTok, what coaching business? Is it helping with mindset, helping people with their fitness? What exactly do you want to do? Right? Get a clear image of what that looks like. That's step number one. You build that with your conscious mind. But that's not gonna that right there alone, your conscious mind will not plant to the subconscious. Next thing we have to do, get it with feeling. You're gonna get the feeling behind it, doing it in any of the 3 parts of the day that we talked about. And what will start to happen now is that you will plant to the subconscious mind and it'll start to make more sense. That's visualization. Let's talk about the second one. And I think this one right here is probably one of the most important, and we call it Hemisync. I learned this when I was studying the gateway process, okay? Actually, I want to bring you guys behind this one. Before we get into number 2, number 3, I'm going to bring you behind because one of the sexiest things about this GT3RS, other than my beautiful girlfriend Vanessa in here, is going to be this beautiful wing. Guys, this is probably one of the sexiest butts I've ever seen on a car. Gentlemen, those car guys, you know you're going to love that one right there. I think, Aziz, this is the angle we need to give them. We need to show them this right here. So, guys, second meditation, Hemisync. I did the gateway process. Back in the 70s, the CIA wanted to do research if we as human beings could pull our consciousness out of our body and do spy work. And what they came up with was something called the gateway process. The gateway process was a period of time where they researched what we could do with the conscious mind. Seriously, the CIA. Don't believe me? Check out the CIA website. Google this, and you'll find the documents that have been declassified back in 2003. So let's check this out. What we found out is that by putting 2 different sounds in our ears, we can actually synchronize our brain to alter different brain waves. Remember I talked about beta, theta, alpha, that one, right? So Hemisync, what it allows us to do is synchronize our creative mind and our analytical mind, which allows us, our brain, to be more amplified. Like, let me give you an example right now. You could be watching me in 1080p, 4K, or even 480. So if you're watching me at 480, you don't have a strong signal. Your Wi-Fi, your signal is a little weak. The video is a little weak. But if we have a strong signal, we can bump that up to 4K, 8K. It's the same thing with your brain. If we were to amplify your mind, what happens is that visualization world we're going to do is we're going to amplify that into the world. We're going to send it out, and it's going to be a lot stronger. So now you're visualizing, and it's going to go farther. It's going to be more coherent. It's going to get your heart and your mind in a coherent electromagnetic system so that it starts to come faster. Okay? Third one, and I must admit this is probably the secret one. If you're staying to the end of this video, this is the one that I think that brought my most profitable week last week, which is the hypnosis. I don't know too much about it yet. All I know, the fact is that this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy right now. 65K in a week. What I think was going on with the hypnosis is that it's like the subconscious mind really is an iceberg, bro. This really is an iceberg. Like, let me get this serious. Let me take my glass off. I want to show you how serious this is. I truly believe, Aziz, come on in. Let's show them this thing. I really believe that the subconscious mind is like an iceberg. Bro, you know what to do in your life. You know what to do in your business. This is not new information. You're just not implementing it at a higher level. And when I unlock these hypnoses, which I'm not an expert yet, but I will be, it unlocked the tremendous iceberg that was under the levels. Everything that I was implementing, from my visualization, my quantum thinking, acting as if I had it already, quitting the vacuum, it's like it all came effortlessly. Bro, it was times I'd wake up in the morning last week and I would only have maybe 1 appointment, maybe 2. Out of nowhere, somebody book a call, and within 3 hours, get on the call with them, $20,000 in a 10-minute call. And it really started to show me that this world really is a matrix, and it responds to your consciousness. But you believe it, but do you really believe it can happen to you, man? And I think what hypnosis can do is really get rid of your conscious mind from an external standpoint. Like, think about this. What I teach is self-hypnosis, taking this information and hypnotizing yourself. But what if I could say, sleep, and you just go to sleep, and I could tell you to quack like a chicken, right? And you start to do that, quack like a chicken. See, that's an interesting part of the mind. Like, wouldn't you want to explore that? I mean, I do. I'm really passionate about this mindset material. I went down the rabbit hole, found this hypnosis, and that's when everything started to work out. So those are the 3 meditations that you can implement right now, times of the day. And if you do this, you're going to see some good things start to happen for you. This is your man, Mr. Law of Attraction. Subscribe below. If you want masterclasses on how to do this longer, check out my videos that are typically more than 30 minutes. I break it down on a whiteboard so you can see it. This is the lifestyle video. You already know. Check out the big stuff. See you guys soon.